Daniel can't go 30 days without praying to God. So they already know they had Daniel in a fix if they could get the king to go along with it. And look at the king. He decided, well, that sounds like a good idea. Because kings wanted to be worshipped anyway. That's why we don't have a dictator in our country. yeah, because kings want to be worshipped. They want to, everything have to be about them. But Daniel had a king, the king of kings, the laws of laws that he was worshiping. And that's the only king that you need to be worshiping is the King of Kings, the laws of laws. But King Darius thought that Daniel ought to be worshiping, thought that everybody should have been worshiping him, so he thought it was a good idea. So he signed this decree that if you're going to worship anybody for the next 30 days, you need to be worshiping the lion's den. Yeah. Isn't that amazing? Looked like they could have given another punishment, but they wanted Daniel out the way. So they figured if they put him in the lion's den, he won't survive this. so they told the king, just cast him in the lion's den. And so the king signed the decree for 30 days. And they kept watching Daniel, found Daniel praying because it was a habit. Yeah. Daniel had a habit of praying. He didn't know nothing else to do but pray at least 3 times a day. Yeah. So therefore they knew they were going to catch him. They caught Daniel praying and they brought him to the king and said, "Oh, king, I got the rush on. Y'all don't like this one. King, we caught Daniel worshiping and praising another God. Yeah. Somebody else besides you, O king. And you know what you said. You said that if someone was caught doing this, they should be cast in the den of lions. The king had a special love for Daniel. He really didn't want to do this. Come on now. He worked and tried to figure out ways to keep from doing it. And I noticed that now I got to put this point in, then I'm going to move on. Notice that the king really wasn't go against the very person that's really for you. Y'all didn't hear what I said. Sometimes they can make you do some things against the very person that's really for you. The king wasn't against Daniel, but he had friends around him that was. So watch this. The king called Daniel in. And these are the words that the king said to the king. He said, well, Daniel, you've been caught worshiping and praising another God, your God. And the decree says that if you do this, I'm going to throw you in the lion den. But I'm going to tell you something, Daniel. I really don't want to do this. In other words, y'all give me a little time. He wanted a little time because if he could get a little time, he was going to try to figure out how not to actually punish Daniel. Come on now. But time wasn't on his side. He wound up still having it. So he's talking to Daniel and said, but your God will rescue you. Yeah. The God that you've been telling me about, he's a God that will show up in the nick of time. Your God, the God that you've been telling me about will deliver you. The God that you've been telling me about. In fact, there were 3 other boys that came with you. Said that if he don't show up, one thing, they know that he was able. So therefore, Daniel, I got to put you in the lion den. I really don't want to do this, but I got to put you in there. But your God, it's been known from you that he would rescue you. He put Daniel in the lion den. And Daniel, watch this. This is what God would do for you. I'm finna go now, Junior. Look what God would do for you. Look what prayer would do for you. He put Daniel in the lion den, and all night long, the king couldn't sleep. Did y'all hear what I said? I said all night long, the king laid awake. Isn't it amazing how you can go to God and talk to God and you can go to sleep and your enemy somewhere staying awake all night long? Somebody tossed and turned all night long and you went to sleep. Yeah. They thought that they had something going on that was going to keep you awake. But you went on to sleep. Yeah, because your God will bring peace to a troubling mind. He will ease a troubling mind. Your God will bring peace in the midst of confusion. Your God. Yeah. So when he got back the next morning and opened up the den, they found Daniel still asleep. So wake up, Daniel. The night is over with. You can come on out. And I don't know, I wasn't there, but I believe Daniel come out shouting. Yeah. That I know that prayer will fix it. Yeah, I wasn't there. I believe Daniel came out shouting that I know. And some things as a Christian, you ought to just know. Job said, I know my Redeemer lives. Yeah, there's something that as a Christian you ought to know. And if you don't know nothing else, you ought to know that prayer will fix it. You ought to know that prayer will change some things. Can I get one more witness and I'm through? Bible said that the Lord said it, Isaiah. Reverend Stewart just got through teaching from the book of Isaiah, said that the Lord sent Isaiah to Hezekiah and told Hezekiah, set your house in order. Not tomorrow, not next week, but this day. Ye shall die and not live. I'm trying to tell y'all that prayer will fix it. Hezekiah said that it doesn't matter. This day, ye shall die and not live. And I preached a message a few years ago. I said that prayer will even change God's mind. Yes, sir. And some of the theologians, they got on me, see, because they said that God won't change his mind. But I got news for you. Yes, God will change his mind. Because it was God that told Isaiah to tell Hezekiah to set his house in order. It was God that sent him there and told him, it says, this day, not tomorrow, you shall die and not live. But watch this. Hezekiah turned his faith towards the wall. And I got news for you. Somebody out there in the media land, you can't pay your bills. You got sickness in your family. I know it don't look good, but God will change the situation. Look at Hezekiah. You can call it Marcus. All you got to do is live right. And I believe that if you live right, when you call in your Marcus, God will show up and answer prayer. Hezekiah turned his face towards the wall. And I heard him say, Father, I beseech you, oh God, I'm calling in a favor now. I heard what the prophet said, that I was going to die. But I need a little while longer. My mission is not over yet. So if you show up and give me a little while longer, I promise I'll serve you until the day that I die. Look yonder, y'all. Before Isaiah could get out the courtyard, God showed up and sent an angel. The angel came down and told Isaiah, turn now and go back and tell Hezekiah that the Lord has given them 15 years. I want prayer. I'm through, y'all. I want prayer. Won't prayer change things? Anybody know it will? Tell a neighbor, yes! Prayer will. Prayer will. Prayer will. I want it. It'll change things. Oh! Prayer will. Prayer will. I want it. It'll change things. It will. It will. I'm through. It will change things. Well, I talked about Isaiah. I talked about Daniel. I talked about Hezekiah. But I believe I ought to be a witness myself that prayer will change things. Make no difference what nobody tell you. I've tried him for myself. And saints of God, I know that prayer will. It will change things. I declare it will. Can I testify? I ain't always been no preacher. I ain't always tried to do right. 21 years old, on my way to a nightclub, riding with some boys, running to the back of a tractor disc, came my face in, over an inch. They rushed me to Jackson General, and the doctor said, I don't think, Sister Chills, I'm talking about my mama now, that he's going to make it. And y'all know what? I got to tell the truth. I wasn't doing no praying. I wasn't calling on the Lord. I was out there in the streets, running around doing what I wanted to do. But I had a praying mama. Anybody got a praying mama? I got news for you. If you got a praying mama, you think it's you that's be alive. But mama's somewhere on her knees telling God about it. I know that God will. He'll answer prayer. I woke up the next morning and I saw Mama marching before the window, and she was saying, Lord, take care of my child. Somebody ought to be saying that right now. She was saying, Lord, take care of my child. And here I am. I say, here I am. Many years later, God took care of his child. Won't God change things? Won't God change things? Won't God change things? Ah, hey. I declare he'll change things. St. Paul, it don't look good now. The virus is everywhere. We got masks on. We can't even hug one another. But I got news for you. God's gonna change things. Anybody here know he's gonna change things? Just keep your trust in Jesus. He's gonna change things. Anybody know he's gonna change?
Worship the Lord.
Wherever you are, y'all to just worship him. Wherever you are.
Back again. Consuming fire.
Consuming fire, sweet perfume. I would encourage you, wherever you are, bow down and worship him. This is holy, holy ground. Shall God about it. This is holy ground. This is
Bow down. So come.
So come and bow down.
Bow down.
So come and bow down.
Bow down and worship him.
Bow down and worship him.
Worship him.
Worship him.
Oh,
Worship him. Say it like you mean it.
bow down, bow down, bow down.
Bow down and worship him.
Enter in.
Enter in.
Oh, oh,
Oh, enter in.
consuming fire.
Consuming fire.
Sweet
Sweet perfume.
is all the present.
His awesome presence
Fill this room.
fills this room.
This is holy ground.
This is holy ground. This is
Yes, sir.
holy ground. This is holy ground.
This is the holy ground. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, sir. So come.
So come and bow down.
So come.
So come and bow. You're welcome to St. Paul. Bow down. Anytime, you're welcome to St. Paul.
So come.
We cherish you that's out there in Viewing Land. Church doors of this church is open. You may come by Christian experience, by letter, candidate for baptism. Just Want to be on the Lord's side? We got room for you. Just whenever you can text us, you can email us. You're welcome to be a part of this congregation. So just come and bow down.